There's been a lot of confusion about President Barack Obama. From the beginning of his campaign for the presidency, before he was elected in 2008, he's been a mystery. And throughout his presidency, even to this moment, he's been a mystery. He's been a mystery to just about everyone. So I have decided to put together this piece titled "The Puzzling Presidency of Barack Obama, 44th President of the United States," by R. Cook. If you go back to the election day victory of Barack Hussein Obama and that wonderful speech that he made in Grant Park in Chicago, where he posed this question. And I'm going to paraphrase him here, but it's one of the most famous speeches in American political history. And he talked about the phenomenon that so many experienced as they contemplated his victory, even up to election day itself. And they said they doubted whether he would win. They doubted whether or not America was up to the challenge of electing Barack Obama, the first African-American president of the United States. And he said essentially that for all those who had previously doubted that this night could ever be realized, could ever be experienced, those who had doubted whether America could fulfill the American dream in this way, he said, tonight, November 4th, 2008, in the year of our Lord, this night is your answer. And with that, he announced and accepted the victory of the American people, a watershed and transcendent moment that all of those who are yet alive will always remember. And so I reflected upon that moment of his victory, and I was one of the few in many circles that I traveled in who had been very optimistic and confident and hopeful. In fact, I had been convinced that he indeed was going to win this election. But many, many, many people were very, very doubtful. Colin Powell and many others who including Condoleezza Rice, Bill Cosby, acknowledged that they cried on this night. They cried and confessed that they had sincerely doubted that this moment would ever occur, at least in their own lifetimes. And I have to say that I was a little bit amazed at Colin Powell, and in fact even Condoleezza Rice, because I thought that both Condoleezza as well as General Powell could have been elected President of the United States. Of course, they would have probably had to be elected as vice presidents first. And if you think of Condoleezza, imagine that she had been chosen and, more importantly, had been willing to join Senator McCain on his ill-fated journey to the White House against Colin Powell in 2008, instead of this odd character that he did, in fact, run with, Sarah Palin. Imagine the impact that that Condoleezza Rice's, candidacy could have had on that election. I think that Condoleezza and McCain could have posed some serious challenges to the Democrats, even with John McCain on that ticket. And of course, if John McCain had won and Condoleezza had been on that ticket, I think the chances would have been very good indeed that Condoleezza could have been elected as the next president, following 2 terms as president, as vice president with a President McCain. Similarly, I think Colin Powell could have potentially, at least in the second term of George Bush Jr., he could have theoretically run, replacing Mr. Cheney, who, along with Don Rumsfeld, were extremely unpopular.